I'm Krystle. I've loved dolls my whole life. I collect everything from porcelain to cloth, American Girl, neonates, and real care dolls. But my favorite is to collect and make Reborn dolls. There's Chloe, Grace, Jeremy, Maya, Yuki, Savannah, Zoe, Haley, Landon, Maisie, and Joshua. It isn't easy keeping up with my collection, but it sure is a lot of fun. Hey guys, I'm here to do a video about the car seat key. If you remember, the last time I was out with Marilyn, I picked this up at Once Upon a Child because it was $5 cheaper there than anywhere else that I could have got it, and the other places I could have bought it from, I would have had to pay shipping on top of the more expensive price, making it even more expensive. So I was so happy that Marilyn spotted this and knew I was looking for one and pointed it out to me. So I thought I would do a review on it. I have already tried it. I absolutely love it. Best purchase ever. But I'm going to show you kind of the ins and outs. So this is the package it comes in. The car seat key kind of shows it being used there, and a little boy in a car seat. It says, "Get me out of here." That's kind of how I'm sure that kind of thought went through Margaret's mind a few times when I was trying to get her out of the stroller. So at the back, you can see the color of the car seat key that you're getting, as well as it tells you right up here what color. I decided to go with purple since it's my favorite color and it's lupus awareness. So it just kind of gives you steps. It says step 1, slide over red button, slide the car seat key over the red harness release button with the arrow pointing down. So this is the arrow they're talking about. Step 2, release the harness. Easily squeeze with 1 or 2 hands while pushing the buckle downwards to release the harness. Step 3, remove child. It's literally as easy as that. So I have Maisie here in her car seat, and she's all buckled in so that I can show you how this works. So it's packaged in the box like this, and when you take it out, it's just in, you take it out of the plastic, and this is all it is. It's made of heavy plastic, and it moves like that. So this is the part that pushes down on the button to release it. It has a little keychain, so you can clip it to your bag or purse or keychain or whatever, so that it's within easy reach. And now I usually don't deal with car seats when I'm working as a nanny because I don't drive, so I'm not taking the kids out in car seats usually. I did deal with car seats when I was taking care of Jeremy because I would accompany his mom and him to his doctor's appointments to help out. And so he would be in the car seat then, and I sometimes could not get the buckle open. I would really struggle if my thumb, this thumb in particular, as you can see, it's kind of disfigured. This apparently had rheumatoid arthritis in it at some point, which totally disfigured my thumb. So this thumb is not always in working condition. It just depends. Like some days I can totally open this no problem. Other times, if my thumb is really having a lot of joint pain in it and is swollen, I cannot get the strength to push this button open. And it's the same with strollers. As I mentioned, when I used to take care of Margaret and Annie, and they were in strollers, I sometimes would have to stop like a random person on the street and ask them to open the buckle, because I would stand there struggling for like a good 5 minutes trying to open, trying to press the latch to open the stroller buckle. And, like at one point Margaret got like all worried that I wasn't going to be able to get her out and started crying, and it was just awful. It's just awful. And it's horrible having to like stop like a random stranger and like have them take like unbuckle the kid's stroller. This just gives you independence, so it's really great. So today is probably a day I usually use both thumbs, and yeah, I can totally press that and open it today, but some days I can't. I have taken babies out in this, taken reborns out in this car seat before, for doll days, and got them all buckled in there, and then could not open this. Now, thankfully, I've always had someone with me who can, but the point of this is to give you some independence if you have arthritic hands. A lot of women were buying it because they have long nails and they don't want to cut their nails to deal, and they don't want to break their nails. That's fine, but I think like a lot of people, it was more so being marketed for people not breaking their nails, and so some people were being judgmental on the company's website about women that like, ooh, they don't want to break their nails, blah, blah, blah. But what people just failed to realize is that for a lot of people, they have arthritis in their fingers, or they just don't have that strength to push the button. So here we go. You just slide it in like this. You press. Now for me, I still need to use the two hands, but it just opens super easy. And you just don't have to press down as hard, because when you don't have the car seat key, you really got to press down hard with your thumbs. And if you're having a flare-up of arthritis in those fingers, it's not happening. So with this, it gives you extra strength. I don't really know how that happens, but it's just, you just press it, and like you barely press it down. Like you don't have to press it really all the way, and it just pops right out. It's fantastic. I love it. Best purchase ever. And also, Nicole confirmed for me that it will work on stroller buckles as well, because I wasn't too sure, because I know that stroller buckles generally aren't as thick this way, but they still have, a lot of them still have that mechanism of having to push really hard like this, and that's where I run into issues. So my main thing was like, I don't want to just use it for like the car seats with my dolls. I want to be able to use it at work when I start a new nanny job, and if I need to open stroller buckles. So when she told me before I bought it, when she told me, yes, it does work on stroller buckles, I was like, sold. And now that I got one, I love it. Like, look how easy that is. Like, I barely have to push down. It is seriously the best thing ever. So anyone out there that has arthritis in your hands, like, this is fantastic, and you will not regret purchasing it. This is not sponsored or anything. I just had to share this because I do know a lot of people in the community have chronic illness and have things like joint issues and stuff. So I'm sure I'm not the only one out there that struggles with buckles on car seats and strollers. And this for sure is gonna like be so useful. Look, like, I don't know how well it's coming up on camera. I don't know if I can zoom in somehow, but you just barely have to push down. Of course, I still can't do it with one. Well, it's sort of working with one hand, but for me, I still need both. But even with both hands, like, oh, there, I did it. It's just so much better. Like, you literally just have to press like that, and it works. It's a really great tool to have. I love it. So here, Maisie, let's totally get you out of here. Now this it won't help me with, but usually I don't have an issue with this, although for some reason I'm suddenly in. There we go. But that I usually can get. It's just mainly the pushing down, because the way that you have to hold these, like you can't really push with any other finger. It has to be the thumb. And so, yes. And I know I have met another nanny who had the same issue, because it was the time that I was struggling to get Margaret out of her stroller. And we were outside of this place we used to go to play. And this nanny who we used to see at the drop-in center a lot happened to be at the same place that day. She was arriving as we were she was leaving as we were arriving. And I asked her, I'm like, because I had been struggling before she came out, and I was like, can you unbuckle this stroller buckle for me? And then she's like, I have arthritis in my thumbs too. And she's like, I can't for the life of me do those. So she could have used this too. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's called the car seat key. And here in Canada, you can get them on, well, obviously I found this at Once Upon a Child. I don't know if every Once Upon a Child carries them, because I know each Once Upon a Child is individually owned. They're franchised. So it may vary store to store on what products they carry. So I cannot guarantee that you will find this at Once Upon a Child, because they did not list Once Upon a Child as a retailer of this on the Car Seat Keys website. So it was a total shock to find it there. Here in Canada, you can get it on the Bye Bye Babies website. However, I don't think they have this brand of car seat key. It looks like another brand. It's like a red thing, but it's basically the same thing. And it's like $20, I think. And they had one other device that was about the same price, different company again, but it looked a lot more bulky than this, and I didn't like that. I like how this is compact and it has a little clip. So I was like, no, you can get the actual car seat key on walmart.ca. But they don't carry it in Walmart stores, only on the website. So you would have to order it and pay shipping. And it's $20 on there as well. It was only $15 at Once Upon a Child. Now, in the US, if you go to the Car Seat Keys website, I don't know if they have it on here. Oh, here you go. Here is the website address. Or you can just Google car seat key. But there's the website right there, www.namraproducts.com. So you can go and Google them, find them. I believe they carry them at Bye Bye Baby in the US. And Snugglebugs stores in Canada carry them. In the US, you can also just order them from the Car Seat Keys website, and I believe they're like $15 US there, I think. You can go check it out if you're interested and see how much it is for the US. I'm not really sure, but there you have it. And I just thought it would be cool to make a video about it and show you how it works, so that if anyone out there has the same issues I do with opening these darn buckles, you might want to go out and get yourself, like, I know it's a steep price for such a small little thing, but the fact that it can help take the strain off your arthritic hands and actually gives you the independence to open this, to me, it's well worth the cost, in my opinion. So there you have it. Car seat key. Here you go, Maisie. You can hold on to that. All right. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.